Today we are going to go through how to solve two-step equations. We've learned how to solve one-step equations, and really it is pretty much the same. It's just two steps. So our basic procedure of solving any algebraic equation is first we quarantine our variable. We do an inverse operation to get the variable alone. We cross some things off, and we do the math. So let's take this equation right here. 5x plus 8 equals 43. So the first thing we are going to do is quarantine the term that has the variable, the letter. So here we have 5 times x. We are going to quarantine it. We're going to, just for right now, we're going to put a box around it. We're going to leave it alone. Then we're going to look what else is on this side, plus 8. So we are now going to do the inverse. We are going to subtract 8. We're going to cross off what we were trying to eliminate, and now we are going to do the math. 43 minus 8, that's 35 on that side. We keep the 5x. Now what we will do is we will repeat this procedure. We are going to now quarantine only the variable, and then we are going to do the inverse operation. So here is a 5 times x. The inverse of multiplication is division. We are going to cross off what we were trying to eliminate, and we are going to do the math. 35 divided by 5 is 7, and we're left with x on that side. So we did this procedure twice for a two-step equation. You can tell it's a two-step equation because there's two different operations. In this case, multiplication and addition. Let's look at this one. X divided by 9 minus 4 equals 10. We are first going to quarantine the term with the variable. So x divided by 9 is going to be quarantined. Put a box around it. We're going to look at what else is there. Minus 4. So we are going to do the inverse. We are going to add 4 to both sides. Cross off what we were trying to eliminate. Do the math. 10 plus 4 is 14. Now I have x divided by 9 left on the left side. So now we are going to repeat the process. We are going to quarantine our variable and then do the inverse. So this is divided by 9. We are going to multiply it by 9. Cross off, and then we are going to do the math. 14 times 9 is 126, and we're left with x on the left. Now, a little bit more difficult one to see is our last example. We have x plus 7, and that whole thing is divided by 2, equals 30. So we do the procedure. This just looks a little weird. We are going to quarantine the term that has the variable. So we are going to quarantine this, the x plus 7. Now we are going to do the inverse operation. The divided by 2 means we are going to multiply by 2. Cross off, do the math. 30 times 2 is 60. And now we're left with what we quarantined, x plus 7. Now we're going to repeat that process. We are going to quarantine the x. So we have plus 7. Inverse operation is subtract 7. Cross off. Do the math. 60 minus 7 is 53. And we're left with the x on the left. So there are 3 examples of how to solve two-step equations. Now go practice.